Today, we will see some of the use cases of how HR uses data to make decisions. I have already written a blog on this topic in Medium. So, let me take you to the Medium page. Here, you can see this topic is about HR analytics and how it's an emerging career field. So, if you scroll down, you can see some of the use cases of dashboards that I have given here. So, people dashboard, attrition dashboard, org health dashboard, training dashboard, rhythm of business dashboard, showing status of different programs like promotions, talent, check ins, performance tracking dashboard, and so many other dashboards can be created in the HR field. Now let us look at some of the use cases of a workforce planning area. We might do Excel modeling. I was actually working as a workforce analyst for about 1 year, and during that period, I prepared modeling on hiring. I also collaborated with finance and recruitment team to come up with the cost estimations on hiring and also doing projections for the future hiring. Sometimes what will happen is some groups would be niche, and then for those groups we need to have a separate offer calculator. So when I was creating this offer calculator, I found language of R programming very useful to create summaries and backend tables for such calculators, and also using macro helped me to hide the sheets in a very protected manner. Then there is also a possibility of working in compensation modeling where we can create some trackers and track the spending versus usage based on a certain budget. So, pretty much a lot of use cases when it comes to modeling in Excel. Now, let us look at some of the analytical questions, some concerns of the business leaders, and mostly these concerns are very broadly discussed topics. So, for example, is attrition a concern? This is just a simple question, but it can have a lot of complex analysis in the backend. Plus, after we do the analysis, we need to present that in a PowerPoint presentation or maybe write a white paper where everything is detailed out so that even if you are not in the room, the stakeholders can just read it and understand it. So it is not about only doing the analysis, but also presenting the analysis in such a way that stakeholders can really understand. So some of the questions I'm going to quickly walk you through is, are we losing top talent? And this one is pretty interesting because when I did this study, it was that we have to hire university students, and I had to do a historical analysis and see that what are the universities from which we have hired candidates in the past and what is their performance rating, what is their promotion velocity, what is their talent review ratings. So it is something that we do good analysis and find out which are the universities which are giving us top talent candidates, and then based on that the hiring decisions are made. So very interesting study there. Some studies are related to finding correlations. Then definitely there will be certain programs like promotions and talent reviews. The leadership would want to see what was the trend for past 3 years, just so they can get an idea that what they should be doing for this current cycle. So maybe last year they promoted more people, maybe a higher percentage, so this time they would want to reduce it. Then there are some questions on like how have we been promoting more managers as compared to individual contributors? This is also one of the interesting questions that I explored, is that high offer declines is slowing the hiring process. So there can be instances when we are at a hiring spree, but then we are seeing a lot of leakage in terms of people dropping off the last minute. So very interesting questions. This question directly comes from the workforce planning, that are we on track to achieving the hiring target by end of the fiscal year? So based on what the trend we are seeing in terms of hiring, attrition, and the candidates in the pipeline, will we be able to achieve the hiring target by the end of the fiscal year? So these are some of the questions are on the analytical side. So I hope I was able to give you enough use cases to give you a flavor of what are the different kinds of analysis you can do in HR. And I will leave the link of this article in the description so you can read the topic in more detail. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.